KUUMBA is basically an annual festival celebrating Black history, Black momentum, Black artists, but also highlighting them and uplifting them.
KUUMBA 365 and this response to the installations at the power plant are really phenomenally unique. And perhaps it's a catalyst to new ideas, new cross-disciplinary projects that could happen. I think that there's something powerful about dancers collaborating with visual artists.
I think KUUMBA 365 allows people from all different disciplines to realize that we're all sort of intertwined together and that we all can support each other in some sort of way. I also think this is a great way for Black artists to get a platform to show their work.
Harborfront is such a unique space. So much of my dance journey started here on the circle stage, in the brigantine room, and so many different places in this establishment have been seeds that have made me the artist that I am today.
So this specific project is a response to the visual art within the power plant. So, for instance, I'm responding to Charles Campbell's work, How Many Colors Has the Sea?
How Many Colors Has the Sea by Charles Campbell really spoke to me.
Yeah, Charles's piece, he had like the voices, the panels on the side that were all different colors that represented the voices of former African descendants. And then it almost looks like the waves or the water, the currents that he wanted that were from above. And then the room was also very dark. Charles had it very dark so that it felt like as soon as you walk into that space that you feel something.
It was a multi-dimensional experience. It really feels like an encompassing enclosure.
I felt enveloped. I felt wrapped. You know, in spirit, I felt wrapped in solace.
You feel a sense of comfort and support. For me, when I came in, it was just like a sleeping bag or scarf or comforter.
And I think he also wanted you to be yourself and have that space to grieve, to be happy, to feel whatever you need to feel in that space.
I feel like the installation is a protection, actually. I feel that it's almost this dome, you know, that is taking care of all these slaves that were lost at sea. And for me, the piece is in a way reconciliation, reclaiming our power, and giving a name to all of these Africans who were lost at sea.
There's always a wow moment, I feel, in visual arts. The minute I walked into Lapsie's work, I immediately had a visual response. I was like, damn, oh my gosh. Lapsie's work really struck me from the first time that I saw it. As soon as I walked in, it took over me, I have to say. Watching the projection and just seeing the narrative that she built in this incubator of a space, I thought it was really unique. So Lapsie takes this story of Lo Ting, and Lo Ting is half man, half fish. Obviously the story is speaking about this particular mammal man, but it really juxtaposes to just life in general and how our gluttonous greed can really take over.
It's like a mythical, like a metaphor, well, legend, but then that is literally what happened when the Europeans took Black people. I mean, they became wealthy off of the backs of Black folks. So is it really non-literal? Right.
I think what people can take away from the work is, again, dance as a vehicle for storytelling. I believe it can really just transform the experience that people get a chance to have and how they see dance. And often dance is seen as a background. You know, we are, in addition to an artist, we are not the ones that are being curating this type of exhibit or at the forefront of this type of exhibit, but the ways in which movement can actually be in conversation with this type of exhibit, I think it can really spark something quite exciting.
We're asking questions about where we are in the world and how we see things.
I think that's the purpose of art. I think art should be transformative. So hopefully folks will also be able to find a piece of themselves in the art. I also really hope that they will feel the interconnectedness that we all have as humans.
And also connect with one another too. I think this is really great because from like the first initial day, it was really great to meet the other artists and connect with them and to just learn about what they're up to so that we can support each other.
Programming like this is essential right now. It's one of these ways where we can actually generate collaboration and actually grow audiences in a very different way than was done in the past. It's breaking down barriers, it's bringing communities together.
I think that as long as we are committed to really making art that leaves an audience with something to come home with, hopefully that's something that they will remember for a very long time. I think that that commitment, along with cross collaborations, can really, remind people why art is so important in this industry, in this country, in this world. We take it for granted, and I think it's really necessary that we see the value of it and allow it to shine the way that it deserves to.
We need to have more conversations like this. We need to have more opportunities where we can come together and not only create, but just talk about where we are in the world.